GM, Fomoverse Radio. This is your show host, Austin Hamilton. Today we have special guest, ChankDiesel. What's up, boy?
Hey y'all, how you doing? GM.
GM, brother. Well, thank you for coming on the show today. Why don't you start off, tell us a little bit about yourself?
Me. Well, I'm a professional font designer by career, I guess. I'm an artist by nature. I've been making my typefaces since the 1990s, and I've been drawing since I was a little kid. So I've always been making art, and I've been making my living from making art for about 3 decades now. And I'm very excited about digital art as a medium for artists to get their message out to the whole world at a minimal cost.
It's a lot easier, with digital art for an artist to sell their stuff across the world. I was listening to some of these people that, if you're shipping to Africa, shipping to Mexico, you might run into a little problem. It might get lost in transit, and you might never not see it again. Otherwise, it can take months and several $100s. So it's like, with a digital transaction, it's very seamless. There's no third party. It's just peer to peer. So it's really simple transaction. I think newer wallets that are coming out, I think will bring more people on. I think
Well, I hope so.
there's still like a big disconnect with the main public and just onboarding people that way. So anyways, thanks for coming on the show, brother. I really appreciate it. First thing I wanted to bring up here was your new one of one drop. Right here, it's called The Spot. Let me pull it up here.
Nice.
So it looks like it just came out March the 2nd. You
That
got
was Friday,
the
Thursday. Yeah.
Yep, 4 days ago. You got the reserve of 0.21 ETH listed in Praxis. What is this right over here? What does that mean?
That's a new planet by the Commodore. He got together a few artists, and he's working to make a little gallery to promote us all and tie us together some way.
Oh, I love that, dude. He was a pretty big collector of our drop. Me and you actually did together with Bit Savage
Oh
and
yeah.
a lot of people. The F Collective drop.
Yeah, that was really exciting. I mean, so it's just like I like being part of these little art collectives, these little groups of people, because it always introduced me to new collectors and create a part of a new little sub culture, little tiny communities, and I think probably through at the F drop is where I probably met the Commodore, or that's probably where he collected my work. That there were a lot of new collectors there through that drop. What was that, last summer?
Gosh, it feels like forever ago, but yeah, I think it was. It was
It
like
might have been
in the fall, maybe, or
it
something.
might have been in the fall, yeah. But that was exciting to see people that were collecting my friends' art, collecting my art, just by accident, by buying a pack or whatever they got.
We let.
And then they all held it too. Was the cool thing. It
Oh
was
my
like, oh,
gosh,
they like it.
it,
They're
it
perfectly happy to just hold it.
it's doing pretty great. I looked at the F Collective drop the other day. I think maybe there might have been like 3 or 4 listed in the open
Yeah,
edition, and
yeah,
I think like maybe one listed in the limited edition.
yeah.
So
No, we're
yeah,
happy with them.
and the thing that me and Bit Savage had a discussion about is pricing these things at the beginning, and I think we did a pretty decent job of pricing
Yep.
them.
Yep. I like that I was able to get like 5 of them. I could afford it. So that means it was affordable. I like that.
And yours was pretty rare, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yours was
I
hard to get.
requested. Yeah, I wanted a rare. I just feel like I've got a dilemma. Are you still there? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Because I've been making my art for, since the 90s and selling my paintings and my drawings and all those things, that I'm not an emerging artist anymore. I'm an established artist that's trying to get a foot into a new medium here. And I feel like I'm a bit of a disadvantage, and I don't know. I was afraid of having a bunch of my pieces out there in wallets from people that didn't really want it. So I'm happy to have it nice and rare and the people that got it actually like it and they're holding on to it. So that's awesome. I had a
Yeah.
hard time. I collect all my own art, you know. So and I had to track down mine for this drop.
Um, I'm trying to find your piece here. Like I
Yeah,
said,
it's way down,
there really wasn't that many. I know I can here. Let me go to click artist.
almost there.
Yeah, there we go. ChankDiesel. There it is.
Hey.
No listings. Look at this. Last sale. 0.04 wrapped ETH. Look at that. It's in the Chank vault too.
Yeah.
Yeah, going down the
Oh
rabbit hole
no.
here.
um, yeah, I think that turned out real good. Oh, I made it into a shirt too. You see that?
Yeah, I ended up getting one of your purple shirts, and then I also have a tank top too from you. So really appreciate that, man. That was
Yeah, I
kind of
like
you.
it. It's the alphabet. Everybody knows the alphabet. It's something they're comfortable with and they understand. But because they know it, I could be a bit more experimental with how I present it. That it could be a bit sketchy and they still figure it out, you know. But I'm just always striving to create a font, a typeface that's like no other that's been made before. You know, that I think each era has its own fonts that speak to the generation, and those are created through the technical changes that come along too. So this is my, I created those letters in 2 dimensions, and then I went and extruded them into a 3 dimensional program, and then I put them in cubes in the 3 dimensional program, and with all this lighting and reflection and everything, and created something that couldn't have been made 10 years ago, you know.
I love how original you are. You know, there's not. I don't see a lot of people doing this kind of stuff. You kind of just, have your own thing going for you, man. Which I think is a huge advantage. Sorry, this microphone keeps coming down. I think is a huge advantage for yourself. And I know you shared some work with me early on that you've done in your career with some real life stuff, and I thought that was so cool. So it was like Ben and Jerry's, Krispy Kreme, uh, yeah, a Taco Bell. I was like, no effing way. So like,
Yeah,
you got this Krispy Kreme right here. That is super dope.
Scream.
Was this like a featured run like for Halloween or something they did
That's
or
right. That's right. And it was all over the place. They had all their boxes and everything, all the promotional items for Halloween. Had that was my Mr. Frisky font, I think, or Professor Minty, one of those. And it's just awesome. That's my favorite thing is when those little pieces of my childhood, like Crayola crayons there, where
that's
it's like
huge.
they've been around my whole life. That's been a part of my life, my whole life. And then they start using my fonts. It's like, wow, I've become a part of the world that I live in.
That's huge, man. Yeah, when I seen this, I was like, that's unreal. So you did something with Indian too?
Yeah.
What? So my
Yeah, that was
my uncle used to be an Indian motorcycle dealer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a history in Colorado, don't they? Because of the mountains.
Yeah, I think so he had a store in Kansas, but
Uh-huh.
where I live here in Colorado, he lives back home in Kansas. But yeah, no, so I see this, Indian motorcycle. When was this? If I click on it, does it take me
Yeah.
somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it's that cursive there. And that was based upon their existing logo that was about 100 years old. And they said we wanted to get a font that goes like that logo that's like big and cursive and it's got teeth to it, it's a little wicked looking. But starting with their old, I think I just had the word Indian to start with. We made a new font. It was me with Annie Ulku, and she did the capitals, and I did the lowercase, and we put them together, and they used it all throughout their annual report and through their catalog that year. I think that is like 2013.
Wow.
And
And
then that's a nice font pairing with whatever font they use. That one's not mine. That sans serif one. That I think that comes from the Lost Type Collective. But that cursive font there, that's what we did for them, and they used it, and it's just it's so cool because it's like it's kind of it's chanky. It's a bit weird,
so,
but it works next to that straight lace font. They get that real normal font.
so when you're doing these fonts, are you like hand writing these or like how are you making this?
I do them both ways. I work with my left hand with a pencil when I'm drawing on paper, but I work with my right hand when I'm working a mouse.
Oh,
And so a lot of times, like that cursive one, I had to draw that on paper first to get it to have that flow and the thickness right, and get things to feel right. But then when it comes to making them link up like that, each letter has a little tail that comes off to the right side that has to go into the next letter, and it has to space out well and look right. Look at the connection between the F and the S. It's got to be just right.
oof. That's
Um,
detailed. Do you like zoom
and so
in
that
and,
gets done
and
on the
get it real
computer. So that's
detailed?
right-handed activity. So I get the heart of it with my left hand, and then I do the details with my right hand. And that allows me to work on a grid in a program called Glyphs, is what I use for making fonts, and then yeah, to get them all mathematically correct.
Does that have something to do with this glyphs?
Hmm. No. But they're wicked too. I like that. I mean, I make so many friendly, happy fonts, that I like to have a little a dark side too, So it's nice when well, that was client work that came out kind of creepy and scary. And this is something I did for myself just because I'm just wondering, I was just checking to see what AI could do last year. I was going through it and I was trying this
Ah,
and I was trying that. And when I saw those gold letters on the dark background, they just sparkled and I just thought they'd look so nice in your
what's
wallet, you know?
what kind of AI are you using? What kind of AI
That's all
programs?
Mid-Journey.
Midjourney.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's all Mid-Journey. I I think the capital C. I mean, you can't really tell, but it was too flowery. So I took it from Mid-Journey into another app. I think it was Stable Diffusion or something where I could upload the picture. And I told it to turn all the flowers into clock parts. And it
Whoa.
was too flowery. So I said, make them into clock parts. And then it made like these clock parts that looked like flowers. So it was really interesting to see these things happen that I wasn't trying to do.
I've messed around a little bit with Dolly,
Mm-hmm.
and I've just been having fun with it. I came out with my first NFT a couple months ago now,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it was just a one of one. It was just something I was messing around in the garage, but I did use some of Dolly and made some prompts, typed them in. It gave the 4 different outputs, and I cut and pasted some of that into my one of one.
Right.
And I mean, I put on the one of one that it is part, with Dolly. So I'm not trying to say it was all me or, you know, AI made it because I feel like I put a lot of effort into it. Um, some people I feel like they kind of get
Oh, nice.
offended with AI work, but I think it's just a good tool at the end of the day, and eventually AI will create pieces that are more aesthetically pleasing than probably people can. So, I think we just kind of have to work on ourselves and our image as an artist and just try the best we can and try to work with it.
Well, and also I hope people try to tell a story, that it's more than just the image you see, it's the backstory behind the image. So, I mean, I'm working with all these alpha glyphs, I call them, those golden letters. I'd like to think they've been built over the last few hundred years, from different areas, different craftsmen made each letter, and now they're all coming together in one place. And they don't really go together, but they do in that they're all nice. I like the gold with the black background, and I made them. I think they look awesome, but I showed them to a friend, and he thinks they're real, and so he wants me to make them into real things that you can hold in your hand.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that.
And I didn't go that far, but I mean, I did get them. I did get some printed on metal. Did you see that one?
Oh, here, let me
Did you
show the
see the
audience here. Here,
reflection?
let me show the
You see the
audience.
reflection? It's shiny.
Ooh, that's
uh,
nice.
yeah. So, and then it's printed on metal.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so bad at this.
Okay. That's so cool.
and it's got the little bumpers on there, so you hang it on the wall. It's got the hanging apparatus all set there, and you hang it on the wall, and it hovers off the wall, and it's reflective. Oh, look, we do a mirror.
Oh, hey. Let me take a picture here. Hold
uh,
on, hold on. Uh,
but yeah, now we can print on metal too, which I just think is fascinating. So that's really cool. I take something from the computer with the AI and then print it out as a metal shiny thing that can actually exist in a space.
that's too cool. How many did you do on the metal prints?
Oh, I did an ABC that were satin finish, and then I did a D and a Z and a Y, I think, that were glossy. And now I got five more coming to me. And I just sold one. Hey, I sold two. I sold one to my girlfriend's mom, and I don't know if that counts, but I sold one at an auction with the NFT. So the winner of the NFT auction got the physical print mailed to him too.
Oh, no kidding. Did just out of curiosity, we're not gonna dox, your was it your mother-in-law or your mom?
No.
No. Who bought it? No, who bought the piece?
Big fat Sammy out there on the Twitter. He's a wrecked guy
No, no,
fan.
no, 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 no. I'm talking.
Well,
That's who bought one of your metal prints.
he bought the NFT. Yeah, he just won the auction last
Who
week.
bought the physical?
He it comes with it. It
Oh,
came
okay,
free
okay,
to the auction winner. Yeah.
nice. Did he buy it because like it was his initial, or did he just?
No, I don't think so. I just think he likes my work.
Oh, that's cool.
And it looks nice.
That's awesome.
It's it was a Z. It was a beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful Z.
Z. You
Yeah.
know how some people will put like their first initial or like the initial of their last name like as like
Yeah.
a decoration.
So
That I
yeah,
just didn't
that's
know if that had something to do with it.
no, not in this instance, but I mean that's the really hard thing about trying to sell alphabet pieces is whenever you make one letter, there's a 25 out of 26 chance that it's not their favorite letter.
Right. Right.
That everybody's got a different letter that they connect with. And
What?
even then, if you connect with a letter as an initial, it's not the same as a word. A word says so much more than a letter. But I like that a letter says less. I
Ah.
get real stressed out when I see words hanging in my walls. I don't like art with a lot of words in it.
Interesting.
But I like the shapes of the letters. The letters can be attractive as geometric items, aside from their utility
Mm.
in making words.
We all love utility in this space.
Letters have always letter form is the one kind of imagery that has always come with a utility that people have always used letters to make words.
Utility. Speaking of utility, that brings up a kind of an interesting topic here. Are you in Fomoverse?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pock tweeted a couple weeks back this right here. So you can see in the middle, this is
Yeah.
Pock's Fomoverse. So that's
Yeah.
his special one. It's token ID number 1.
Okay, I've never
And
seen that before.
yep, so if you go to the Fomoverse collection, you'll see his first token there. It's different than everybody else's. And anyways, he posted this contract address here.
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking at it and seeing what it is, and it was interesting. I seen some people transacting with it. I'm not sure how they transact with it necessarily.
Was that the
Um,
title of the piece?
yeah, it was right on top of the tweet.
Uh-huh. Oh, right. Okay.
But yeah, so this contract though, you can see it says contract creator Pac, so he's the one that deployed it. And then it says token tracker none. But yeah, people were transacting with it. It was just interesting. I don't think we could really figure out what it is. But you could see
Weird.
Jared Noobcoin right here. He transacted. He did a burn with it. And I don't know how these wizards are doing this kind of stuff, but you can see Danny.eth. He transacted with it. Anyways, it just brings up a good point. Utility. When Fomoverse.gg first launched the website,
Right.
it says
Still
right
the
on
same,
here.
right?
Yeah, Fomoverse 50% partner parcel. Here, let me move it over here. 50% parcel, free claim, no promises, no roadmap, no utility. FOMO guarantee, token claim starts yesterday. Get your parcel or miss another opportunity. And then, were you around, Chank, to get the FOMOverse hoodie?
No.
Okay, so it was pretty dope. Three guys in the group. I think it was Troy, Effort, um, my buddy Offren, so AA friend, and one more guy. I've had him on the show. I can't believe I'm blanking right now. They made this FOMOverse hoodie. And on the back it says, "You missed everything anyway." Just that top part. And I just thought it was
Yeah.
so cool. You know, we were wearing these hoodies. Like, I was wearing them for like every show for a while. And then I was like, you know what? I probably need to switch the hoodie. People probably think I don't shower. Okay, so anyway, so the third person that made this was Jeremy Penn. And he's an old school artist. He does a project. A lot of his stuff is based off this thing called Hot Lips. And it's just like these, it kind of reminds you of like the Marilyn Monroe. You know, it's just like the woman face, and then like, you know, it's like all about the lips. And I know
Uh-huh.
he's done like some recent burns and stuff lately, but anyways, no, like those three guys were all in Fomoverse super early and made this hoodie drop. And it was funny because at the time it was 2 Ash, okay? And but Ash was $50 at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh my god, you know, $100 hoodie." You know, now Ash is $1, but it's like, it's just crazy cuz like, I don't know why, it just made me think of it, but that hoodie was $100 at the time. And now if they sold it for 2 Ash it'd be $2. But anyways, those are some old Fomoverse folks. I don't know if Jeremy Penn is still in Fomoverse, but definitely Offren is in there. I'm not sure about Troy Effort.
Huh.
Anyways,
Well, yeah, I'm there. I wanted to be a part of the club, and it's like,
did you get it from the drop?
no, no. I was out playing frisbee with my son
Oh my
when it
gosh.
dropped, and I was cursing it. I'm like, God, I'm missing it right
Oh my
now.
gosh. How much did you end up paying for it?
It was like point 0.7 or something. Like
Oh,
I
that's
waited
not
a
bad.
long time.
That's not bad at all. Okay, so you got a pretty good deal on it then.
Yeah, and when I got that, and then I did that, yeah, so I could be in the F collective. You know, I felt like that was kind of necessary. So I
Oh,
did
that's
that
awesome.
so I could be a part of a club. And is that utility? I don't know. I guess not. No utility. That's fine. Um, but like, yeah, I don't know. I've always made futility. Futility.
Yeah, that's what it is. Futility.
I've been in the futility business for years. But I make hundreds of fonts, and sometimes people use them, and sometimes people don't. Sometimes they're free, and sometimes I sell them. You know, but they all come with the utility. It's not just a font. You install it on your computer, and then you make something with it. You know that it's not. It doesn't do anything on its own until it gets to you, and then people design stuff with it. So all those things that were in my portfolio, the Crayola crayons and the print CDs and the Indian motorcycle stuff, like all that stuff is like I make the fonts and then other people make the stuff with it, you know. So I kind of make widgets. I make a little tool that makes designers do their job better.
Oh, that's so cool, man. The token is the utility.
Yeah, but then that doesn't translate to NFTs. People are not getting fonts from NFTs. Designers are not here in this market. You know, it's more artists and nerds or geeks. You know, I mean, like not designers per se. Um,
I think that will
and
change with time.
and designers are kind of used to paying for fonts, but the NFT people aren't. You know, they can't really see the benefit of it, or make the best use of it, maybe. But I'm going to keep swinging anyways. I keep trying because it seems like a no brainer that it should work because the digital product that can get to people and they can do something with it. It comes with utility. There should be a way to turn fonts into NFTs, but it's not connecting yet. But all the technical things are there. I mean, I've just been able to do it with my recent NFTs through token gated websites. If you have the NFT and then go to this website, you can download the font.
Hmm.
So it's not perfectly decentralized, but it works technically.
I think keep swinging, brother. I think, like I said, you're very original. Nobody else in this game that I've seen has their own fonts. I mean, literally, like some people have the same like style every time they're writing words, but like there's not anybody like yourself doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So keep it up, bro.
Yeah, and
Um,
I see that, and that's why I'm here. Is that there's a real opportunity to be the font guy, that nobody else is doing it. That's great.
Give it up for ChankDiesel, folks.
Is that it? It's the end of the
Give it
show
up.
for
Give it
me.
up.
Thanks
Yep.
for having me,
It
Austin. I
it
hope I did okay. I hope I sounded smart and talked good
it,
words.
it goes so quick. It's
Yeah.
like I look over and it's like 28 minutes already. But yeah, no, thank you again for coming on the show. Do
The
you have
alpha glyphs are out there. I'm minting those every day. The new Foundation 101 that's part of the Praxis Planet with the Commodore. That's my first with the AI creating a glyph that kind of comes with a story that there's more going on than just letters and words. There's letters in an environment with people kind of interacting with it. And then what's coming up with the F Collective? Do you know? Is there going to be a burn or something with those existing tokens?
Well, there's a conspiracy theory that there's going to be a burn going on.
I'm
So
ready. Whatever's going down with
yeah,
that, I'm there for it.
we just dropped the 3 of 3 to the people that had. It was the Commodore. Actually, my friend Connor and Moose got the 3 of 3 edition. So
Sweet.
yeah, we just did
And that
that.
got out there, huh?
That got out there. They have 69 days to claim. So go claim your F Collective piece, guys. And hope you guys stay safe. Have a great week, everybody. And thank you so much again for coming on the show, Chank.
Thanks for having me. It was wonderful. Bye.
No, we're just different. I know we're just different. Keep drinking from the same cup. It'll fill you up. It'll keep you numb. Simplify the motions. Counteract the movements. Don't think twice. Because this is love. This is love. This is love! The caution tape wrapped around my brain has continued to stay a constant strain right behind my face. I'm still waiting for a slight break. You are caffeine.